It is Tuesday, February 17th, and from WBHM News, I'm Richard Banks with today's top stories. A recording has surfaced that appears to show an Alabama power lobbyist pressing for legislation that would alter the state board that regulates utilities. Two companion bills were introduced on February 5th that would have commissioners on the Alabama Public Service Commission appointed by lawmakers instead of elected by the voting public. In a recording made a week earlier, a person said to be Alabama Power's Government Affairs Director, R.B. Walker, discusses the legislation with Energy Alabama's policy manager, John Dodd. Energy Alabama advocates for clean energy and is often opposed to Alabama Power initiatives. The recording was sent to WBHM by Energy Alabama. In the recording, Walker asked Dodd if Energy Alabama would back the bill so Alabama Power could appear to remain out of the lobbying effort, since the PSC regulates utilities, including Alabama Power. Walker says, quote, "It looks funny to legislators if we get involved in something like that." Walker also suggested the conversation between him and Dodd remain private, saying, quote, "If anything shows up on Twitter or something like that, I would consider that a fight." WBHM asked an Alabama Power spokesperson about the recording, but we did not immediately hear back. Alabama Power has previously declined to answer directly questions about whether it was involved in drafting or lobbying the legislation. In a statement sent last week, Alabama Power said only that it respects the role of the PSC, quote, regardless of whether commissioners are elected or appointed. The PSC legislation appeared at first to be fast-tracked by Republican lawmakers as well as some Democrats. However, after a public backlash, the bills in both legislative chambers have been put on hold. And firearm sales could get their own tax holiday in Alabama if a bill passes the state legislature. The Second Amendment sales tax holiday would allow the sale of ammunition, firearms, and related accessories tax-free. Supporters of the legislation say firearms are part of the state's culture and have many uses, including for hunting. Critics of the bill say the wide availability of weapons have led to an increase in gun violence. Instead, they say the state should promote the safe storage of firearms. As proposed, the tax holiday would be scheduled for the last weekend in August. The bill could go before the full House this week. You'll find more news anytime at WBHM.org. Happy Mardi Gras.